So today we're going to talk about offer code Midi pack with James here. And James has years of experience in this industry. He is a e-com consultant, but more than that, he also understands marketing, media buying, funnels, AOV, lifetime value, all of those things that go with making an offer work. And interesting thing is that James and I have worked together in the past, and we have done incredibly well with our clients and have made millions of dollars for ourselves and for our clients. So James, I'm excited to talk to you about this offer today and go through the funnel and talk about why this works and why it doesn't work, or how can we make it better as well. So I'm ready, excited.
I'm excited as well. First off, thank you for the introduction. You've given me quite an entrance here, I will say. Even going back to when we first worked together and we had our little competition of who can get a client to 1 mil net the fastest. We'll see how the titans of the industry go toe to toe with each other as I get back into offers, but I'm very excited to be here, and I appreciate you sharing this time with me in the space, getting back to something that we both have built most of our careers from.
I respect James a lot, so anything that he says is a great feedback, and I'm going to implement that in my funnel as well. So I'm excited.
I am as well, man. Let's hop in.
Yeah. So James, I want to start with their ads. So first of all, the reason why I decided to pick this offer is that they have their ads everywhere. Like when you look at their funnel in ad library, they have ads from August 12, August 11, right? August 10, they are running a ton of ads from May. You know, if anybody's running this many ads, you know, like they're making money. Okay. They have multiple offers out there, but when I looked into it, this is one of their popular offer out there. Let's see. What's the name of the product? What is the name of the product? This says get the pack. What the hell?
Are you measuring that this is the main offer that they're running just by the volume of ads that are driving to this page? Or are you using like spy tools to get a glimpse of how many ads they're running to other landers, etc.?
I'm actually not doing any of that. There is multiple funnels out there, like especially in their ads. They have $1, $27, $7. I just like this funnel, and I saw multiple ads for this funnel. All of their funnel kind of looks the same if you were to like look into it, to be honest. You know, as you can see, different price, the same structure, same thing. And some of them, the summer sale, like they'll run for like 8 to 12 hours and then they just stop it. Some of them are like just flash sale kind of promo, and some of them are consistently running. So this funnel that here, Code Pack, is one of the funnel that just keeps on running, basically.
Yeah, no, they have a good mix of like their evergreen and then some scarcity driven funnels. And it looks like Core Genie, I mean, there's some product education around what that is versus like their normal midi pack, but I like this. I like this a lot. It's so simple too.
Yeah, looks clean as well. I'm pretty sure this funnel is doing well, or at least they're breaking even to get the customer so that they can get the customer into other funnels and make money as well. So yeah, let's talk about it. What do you think, James? What do you think about the industry itself? What do you think about the offer? Yeah.
Man, first and foremost, the music industry is one of the hottest, most lucrative industries to get into because every single day there's some kid waking up wanting to be an artist. That's number one. And number two, every single day, there's an artist that doesn't know how to promote themselves or how to get more efficient. They're staying up late at night. They're in the studio all hours of the night trying to just put together their best hit, but they're always looking for an edge. So there's like this reoccurring problem that they have to want to be better and want to be the best because they've built it up in their head that is success for them. It's make it or bust, right? So I love this niche and I love this industry because if you have a great product, you have a way to really just tap into what that artist wants and then mature with them over time. So I think the offers like this could have a lot of longevity as well.
Yeah, this is definitely on the static market side of things, right? People will always need something to make music, and MIDI files are just small patterns of sound. And with the digital revolution, like FL Studio, Logic Pro, there's other DAW out there. DAW is a system that music artists use to make music. MIDI files are always going to be needed. Like that's not going anywhere. So, you know, the market is very stable, consistent. It's growing. People want to be artists. So I think it's a good market to be in. The competition is there. There are other people selling different things, but there's a lot of things to sell. Like there's just a lot of things. There's sample pack, there's presets, there's extensions. There's just a lot of things to sell. And then there's genres, there's hip hop, there's emotional pack, a lot of things to sell. Because of that, it's a good niche, to be honest. I like it.
I think it's one of the best. I mean, if we just look at how much money is in entertainment and what percent of that is actually music, it's in almost everything that we do, every experience that people have. So it's naturally going to be a niche that stays around for a while. Really excited to dig into this. I have some comments that I'm holding back on this headline because I'm like, there are some ways that I love the framework, but I'm going to see where we drive with this and where we want to focus on first.
I'm going to give you the first page feedback as soon as I land on the page. This page has everything you need as soon as you land on it. For example, there's a video to click to play that talks about the offer, tells you exactly what you're going to get, which is 1200 drag and drop MIDI files. So they're telling you how easy it is to use, right? And then they're telling you exactly what you're going to get. So this is more for a impulse buyer. So someone sees an ad, they like it, they just want to go buy it. They can do that, right? And then 90% off summer sale, I think makes it even more interesting in the sense that it's for now. Like this is not an offer from like 5 years ago. This is happening now. Because the fact that they say a summer, which is right now, means it is also, current, right? Also interesting that it's summer sale, because I think in Australia or some other part of the country, it's not a summer. So that tells me that this is mainly US market as well, which is interesting. Personally, I'm not a big fan of telling the price right away. I feel like it needs to be more so sales letter style. Like you talk about the problem and then, problem to, I guess, how you found a solution, your journey to a solution, and then you describe the solution, the process, how that solution is different than everything else they have tried. And then you introduce the system, the framework, and then you introduce the, course or the book or the MIDI files, whatever it is you're selling. That would have been better for the longevity of the funnel, is what I'm thinking. But I guess this is just an impulse buy, I guess. I'm not sure. Like, what do you think, James?
Yeah, I mean, I would definitely lean into the fact that it is likely impulse buy, given the price point is $7, right? So if they're going after the right audience, which are people that already have this problem for one, let's call them like solution aware, they probably have considered or tried other MIDI packs before. So they don't necessarily need full education unless you're like meeting them a little bit higher in their research process. So I actually think both your statement, one, I think that is correct. Like if they had more, let's call it like top of funnel traffic, push them to that sales letter and just get the right belief that their product is the best thing in the market. But I could see this easily being used for a retargeting lander or people that don't need much education to try to figure out what they need to buy. They just want to know like, what am I getting and what will I be able to do with it? And I think this hits that part of the funnel very well, especially across like the headline. It gives you right there in the subheadline, you don't need music theory, you don't need guesswork, no trial and error needed. So you're like taking away any of the impact that you're really adding convenience to them, which that's probably one of their main issues is dealing with janky software that breaks or their presets, they accidentally delete them, etc. And you're really just making it super easy for them and then just like, here's the price.
Yeah. Are you a big fan of this logo and the space it is taking? Don't think it needs to have that space taken. What's your thoughts on that?
I don't think it's needed. I mean, I don't know necessarily what their retention play is and how big of a brand that they are, but if they're kind of just an entrant into the market, it's not needed for direct response, really. But I can appreciate the branded value they're going after, but I would rather have my space above the fold, just anywhere that when someone comes to the page and they land on this first, I'd rather have that mostly be centered on some of the items you pointed out, the scarcity with the banner, about the 90% off call out, the headline. Like I want the person who's coming through my ads to immediately be centered around what they're going to get and the value, not necessarily my brand. Because frankly, they don't care about my brand, they care about the result.
If they care about your brand, then you're only going after people who know about you. Because at first they don't know about the brand, right? You build the brand with the trust. So I don't think this big of a space is needed. Also, if I was to take away that logo, now I can see the pack fully. In the past, I can only see the half the pack. Now I can see the whole pack. And I can also see some reviews as well. I think it would have been a little bit better, to be honest, I feel like. Okay.
I agree with that. That's a great call.
Yeah. So they have old way, they have new way. I like to call this a Alan Sultanic process, to be honest, because after Alan talked about that in his funnel and how he used it, everybody has it in their funnel now. It just became the industry thing, like everybody does it. I don't think many people have tested how good or bad it does, to be honest. It's just like, oh, that looks cool. Like that's it's great, What do you think?
Yeah, it has become something that people have just blanket applied to every funnel just because of Alan's sophistication and what he's done with offers, which props to him. He's done a ton for offers around the world. And so I do really like the psychology of the old way, new way, because you're building up in their mind the complexity of how everything they're doing is so monotonous, it's so redundant, there's too many steps, and then the simplicity in you really only have to do 3 steps. And so you're almost painting that picture visually for them so that they're taking that objection out of their head as they're going through and evaluating like whether they want this or not. So I would probably, without seeing the data, I'd lean to the side that this likely works, but I will say there's probably a ton of people just putting it in the funnel because they heard about it somewhere.
Yeah, it answers the biggest question, which is how is this different, right? And that's what this does. Old way is this, the new way is this, and that's why this is different, right? And it does it visually as well. Like people don't have to read it; they can just see, oh, the old way is the slow way, the hard way, many steps. The new way is the easy way. For many digital product, the new way is go to the landing page, buy my course, you got a solution. I don't think that's supposed to be a new way, to be honest. Like buy my course and then you got it. But I think they talk about drag and drop straight into your DAW, which I think is much better. But yeah, so I like it, to be honest. I like it. I think it looks good. I think it does what it's supposed to do. This is more for impulse buyer. This is like the first fold, the second fold, you have everything you need for impulse buyer, and then there's a button, and then there's some testimonials. So that's it. And then this is where Alan's sales page is getting to the copy. That's where now the copy starts, right? So now this is where people who need more selling, you start selling for them. So yeah, this is more, the top of the fold is more just for impulse buyer to like just go and buy. Like there is no wasting time kind of thing. Yeah. Is what I see.
Which I like the architecture of this, because you're really able to apply to different people pretty quickly, as far as if you get the objections out of the way with all of the social proof. I mean, it even starts with the headline. The first thing that they see is over 50,000 people or over 50,000 copies sold, right? Then you even have the little pop-up of all the people in your area that are buying at the same time. So they hit you with so much social proof that the customers coming through here is thinking, oh, this actually works, before they even know anything really about it, which I think is extremely strong for a funnel, because you immediately start to build trust and authority, which again helps with impulse buyers for one, but for two, it helps get people into a better state to buy in general.
I also think they've done a good job with the mockup as well. Like most people just stack the mockup like multiple boxes, but they don't describe what each of those is. It's just like stacked into one like big giant iPhone, computer, iPad, just stacked. Here they have the main product and then bonus 1, bonus 2, bonus 3, the small product. And then the limited time offer. I think they've just done a great job. Like when you look at this funnel, you know these people are marketers. Like they live and breathe marketing. Like they've done all the right things. Even the icon here, notable users, right? And then these people, I'm guessing, I don't know them, but they're probably the top dog in the industry, basically.
Yeah. I'm trying to see if there's any of these that I know. I haven't seen any of them. But again, it's the social proof element, which is huge. If you're an artist or a musician or producer in this case, and you want to be like these people, they're using this software. So it's a little bit of identity marketing as well. Like, do you want to be as good as these producers?
Yeah. So now it gets into the copy. What's the number one secret to making a hit song? Okay. So this is basically talking about why must people fail? So how do you make pro level chord progressions? So why must people fail, and how to, I guess, get better? Well, how not to fail, basically. And then now here's the system. Basically what we talked about. The pain, the solution, and then now there's a system basically, which is just drag and drop MIDI, and then the button. Yeah. Any comments so far?
Love this. I mean, this is such a antiquated, it's the tried and true framework for getting people to buy. It really just helps support the whole old way, new way, just with a little bit more flavor to what it actually offers.
Yeah. And then they also have here some of the MIDI chord progressions. So if you could play this, you're actually going to hear the product, which is interesting. They can play here. Yeah.
I wonder how much of a lift that actually has, because if you think about it, you're pretty much hoping and expecting that people love what they hear, because that can easily be the thing that gets them to buy or makes them leave. But that's also probably why it's so far down the page, because you wouldn't want to anchor people to 5 samples out of 1,200. So it's a really interesting aspect, but I love the demo aspect of just getting people a taste of what they're going to get.
Yeah, it does multiple things, which is number one is that it proves them that they are going to get something like this. Like there's 1,200 products, there's like 5 of them. Even if I may or may not like 5 of these, I know there are like 1,100 something remaining that I can go through, right? So I know like they got the product and they have decent samples, right? Even if they're not good. The second thing is that I always think it's good to show what's inside. It gains the trust. And people who are in the industry, people who have seen many things, people who are more aware, like they would see it and they're like, oh, this looks good. Oh, this looks bad, right? And you can get those purchases from there as well. There's always a risk, like you said, like the, examples may be super bad and they may not buy it too. So there's that part as well. I don't like the fact that I have to play it. It's really because I guess I'm used to selling like books and stuff, courses. If you have courses and books, you can scroll the PDF and you can have a GIF. And I can show people scrolling like, here's a sneak peek, and then just GIF scrolling through the PDF, right? And they cannot read it, they cannot stop it, but they can see slightly what's in the book, right? So they don't have to play to see it, basically. They just get to the page and it just autoplay, right? So I think I like that better than having to like play. And most people, like they may be, on the train or on the bus, on the car, whatever they may be, it's not possible to play the music all the time, right? You may not have a headphone, you don't want to do that. So I don't know how much this is helping, but hard to say.
Yeah, no, I would agree with that completely.
So now they get into what you're going to get inside. This is mostly fluff, to be honest. It's just like The main thing is you're getting 1200 MIDI files, but everything else is just like making it sound like you're getting more, basically. Oh, they have 15-page in-depth walkthrough PDF, which is interesting. 100% royalty-free, yada, yada, like just those basic things. But I guess they have done a good job because most people don't know. This is more like FAQ, to be honest. I feel like this is more so FAQ. Like, is it royalty-free? What genre is in there? Kind of thing. But yeah, it's in the what you're going to get inside the MIDI pack. Interesting. But I think it's fine.
Yeah, I think the positioning of this could be a bit different because it's not necessarily everything that's inside, to your point. But I do love the framing of, they answer the question, so what? Right? So it's like, you get your individual chords and full progressions. Well, so what? Well, you can chain your own chords together or use the proven chord progressions. So it helps make that bridge and creates, objection handlers, even though it may not necessarily all have to do with the offer itself. So there could be some confusion that people will have here because it's not like compatible with all DAWs. Well, I would hope it is if I'm getting it inside of the pack.
It is just like, I think this could have been better, just like a duh. Of course it is kind of thing. I want to show you one of our sales page. I don't know, like, did we do a good job here? Because we have a similar section here. So here's what you're going to discover inside SaaS to Profit Playbook. So this is my book. I want to show you my name in the book. Bishal Katwal. There you go.
Nice.
This is me right there. SaaS to Profit. Okay.
Congratulations.
I have the new way and the old way. See. So where did it go? Okay. And how to validate your idea in a day with paint all over method. So you can start building SaaS right away rather than wasting time validating the SaaS idea. So these are things you're going to learn inside the book. So see page 12. I think this is much more better, like 19 ways to get your first 100 paying SaaS customer, see page 25. So I think this is much more real thing that you're going to get inside the book. And it does apply the principle of marketing. Like, you're not telling them, but you're like, it grabs you, like, what is paint all over method? Like, I want to know, what is that? Like, never heard of it. So everything is unique. Like, there is 19 ways to get my first 100 customer. That's fascinating, right? And then co-founder finding secrets and untapped platform. Oh, wait, there is an untapped platform. I can just find my co-founder if I need it. That's interesting. So I think that's much more better. And
the great thing,
go ahead.
Yeah. The great thing about this is that you're creating curiosity gaps.
Yeah.
And because of that, you're opening like these open loops where people want to figure out more. It's such a better job than what we saw in the last funnel, because you're actually creating different entry points of what people may be focused on and then giving them a way to directly say, oh, there's an answer for this. But the answer comes if you get the book. That's a way better way of framing, because you could actually just go after multiple different angles and get really any person who's looking for one thing out of this book. Because at the end of the day, most people are just looking for that one or two insights. And if they see that that's answered in that list, then of course they'll get the book. So I think that's a very strong way of being able to position and frame that, and something that this funnel, the Unison funnel, could implement and funnel hack you a bit on.
Yeah. I want to show you this one line. What do you do when VC wants to badly fund your SaaS? This line is different than other line because we are future selling you. We're telling you in a way that your SaaS is going to grow so much that VC would want to give you the money. We just went from helping you build a SaaS to now like growing. And we haven't even told you that it's going to make so much money, but just this one line sells you on the future. So if you could use this kind of line, it's always good if you could find it. Not every product has it, but if you could, I say use it. Okay. So then you have bonuses,
and
3 products.
That next line of flying first class also puts cherry on top of the cake there.
Yeah, why I always
we all know the people who put their Amex on and get their credit card points so they can fly everywhere. So
yeah,
that's awesome.
Yeah. Many people don't know because, like, especially for SaaS to profit, like we're helping them build a SaaS, they're probably not an entrepreneur, or they're probably not a high-class entrepreneur right now. So they probably don't know the process. So, it's always good to add it. If you are selling anything, make money, or if you're helping them build a business kind of thing, it's always good to add this one. Most people would love to fly first class. They just don't have the money to pay for it. So why always fly first class for free? Sounds like, ooh, interesting, So yeah.
I think I'm going to go through the funnel flow and get the book myself.
Yeah. Well, you should try it. Well, I wrote the book. I can give you the book, by the way, if you want it. Yeah, looks good. I mean, to be honest, it's just simple bonuses. I like to do like the first 100 people only, first 25 people, first 10 people. And then what I also like to do is mystery bonus as well, like bonus number 4. Mystery bonus, this is going to help you do XYZ. And that's also future selling. So these are the bonuses that will help you build your SaaS. But this mystery bonus is what's going to scale your SaaS, right? And that's later when you need it. But you have it right now just in case you need it. So I like to do that as well. I think that helps as well. What's your thoughts?
Yeah, no, I agree with that entirely. Like it's the aspect of maturing your customer and wanting to not just get the front end sale, but what do they have to look forward to by staying with your offer, and what can they potentially grow into? So the aspect of the future selling is huge, one, but number 2, it's Once they solve the initial problem that they had, what is the next problem they're going to deal with? And that mystery offer is almost foreshadowing that they are going to come to that next problem, but you already have thought of the solution. It's gold. It's offer gold.
I have upsells and OTO2 as well to go through, just so you know. We're going to make it quick. All right.
Let's do it.
Okay. So we got the bonuses stacked all in one place, then more testimonial, money back guarantee, more results. Now we have FAQ. Looks good. I kind of don't like the design as much. Like it's black and white. Black is like, it's two opposite color. Like I feel like they're kind of like working against it. I think it looks good to be honest, but I don't like, if you were to do that, the color testing thing, I think this color will fail to be honest, in terms of compatibility.
Yeah,
but,
it's kind of harsh on the...
Yeah.
Yeah.
What if I'm unsatisfied? What payment options are available? Do I need a special software? All you need is general FAQ, which is fine. Get the bonuses, get the pack and the bonuses, $7. And then this. Yeah, overall, I think the page is good. It is very much not a problem aware or unaware. It is more so solution aware because of how much testimonial there is and how much they're talking about product. Every line is about the product. More so, it is not about the problem. The only place they talk about the problem is here, to be honest. This is the only place they talk about the problem. Everything else is just about the product and the system. So what do you think about the page itself?
Yeah, I think this goes back to the comment I made earlier about this page is framed for people that are likely already in this audience and is probably going to be best used as a retargeting page, just because that person may only need one or two more things to really just get them over the line. Or maybe this is like their 8th time seeing an ad and they're finally like, okay, you know what? The offer here is great. I get a lot from it. I've answered some of these questions and now they're ready to take that action. So I do agree that this, based on just Facebook ads, it's very likely that this is getting a majority of the spend because Facebook does tend to push deeper into bottom funnel audiences. But if you were to run this pure cold traffic, like pure video explainers, definitely using a pre-sale or education page where people can get even a little bit of a VSL. So people can get a little bit more indoctrinated on other traffic sources as well, is likely a better play. And then they just start getting hit with the ads over and over again, leading to this page to actually convert them.
Yeah. Sounds good. The one thing that I noticed is that the footer, they actually don't have much footer. So for example, if I go down on I have a footer like this, right? There was some legal information, but their footer is money back guarantee and secure payment. I don't know, but I think I should test having a footer like this. I'm not sure how much of a conversion it will improve, but I think it will improve in a sense that it is so close to the button. Have you tested something like this, James, before, or what's your thoughts?
No, haven't tested this, at least not from an e-com standpoint, because there's not too many claims that are being made where we need like a long disclaimer. It'd be interesting to see if there is a difference in how Meta gives you traffic, just because some of the things that they do crawl for are like the terms of use, the return policy, the privacy policy, and that's pretty standard in e-com. So I wonder, without those elements in there, is there maybe a traffic quality that the algorithm is now going to push one way or the other because you're missing some of these pieces that kind of make the user experience, one, a little bit more sure of what's going on, but two, something that the web crawlers are just looking for to make sure that you're pretty much checking all the boxes from a compliance standpoint. I haven't tested it. It'd be an interesting test.
Yeah. Okay. Let's go to the order form. So this is what a order form looks like. Order in the next 10 minutes to get a free plugin. Order in the next 10 minutes. I mean, they should have used a timer here, to be honest. Like,
yeah, 100%. I don't know why they wouldn't have a timer. Something to even just make it as animated as it could be. Even the white text is not the best there. I think they could have done something different with the color, but timer would be the best.
I feel like they added it in the end. Like, oh, we designed the page, but we need to improve the conversion. So what can we do? Like, let's just add this text in the top. And then they decided to give free plugin in the end. It doesn't say anything about the free plugin. I'm not sure how much. Like, it'd be better if there was like a section about what the free plugin does. That would probably help with the timer. That would probably make it better. But that's just what we have here. Interesting. Okay, so they have exit pop-up.
Nice exit pop. Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like you don't really see those much on funnels. So I'm actually kind of surprised, and it's refreshing to see an exit pop. I see this a lot in e-com, but not with a digital product as often.
Yeah, we do use exit pop-up and we have tested it. It does work better with having exit pop-up, actually. And what I hadn't seen is that, did you know these 3 things, exit pop-up? This is a classic exit pop-up. I think Russell Brunson even talked about in his book. Did you know these 3 things? Which is like, there's lifetime money back guarantee, there's 90% discount, there is bonuses. You could add anything you wanted, to be honest. But did you know these 3 things? It's interesting. Sometimes people make other people check mark as well. Is that, yes, I agree not to accept this 90% discount and check mark and accept, which I don't know why anybody would do it, but yeah. I have seen those pop up as well. So, yeah.
It would have also been a nice place for them to add in the free plugin call out if they're going to keep using that as a test.
Yes, that would be a good place because that's where you could, even number 1 could be like, hey, did you know you're getting a free plugin that does XYZ? Because there was a plenty of space there to do that. Interesting. Okay, let's put in email, name and email. Let's go to the next step. And my God, look at the order bump. Yeah. So they have.
I mean, there's always going to be someone that'll buy every channel, but I can't imagine that this is converting too well.
Yeah. We tested having 2+ order bump and the conversion went down massively. And they have one pre-checked. So this was already pre-checked actually. And that increases the order price to $34. But let's see if I was to check this, $88. If somebody was to buy this, they would buy $88, right? So interesting. Yeah, I do like pre-check bump, by the way. I have tested it and it does better. Have you done it, James?
Yeah, it does perform better. It can kind of be a gray area sometimes if people forget or just don't look at the price and they're like, oh, okay, like I guess it's 27 now, and they go through with it and they realize they may or may not have wanted it. But from a conversion standpoint, like the cold-blooded marketer, 100%, like it works.
Yeah. So it definitely increases the AOV, the order value. So I like it. There is one thing that we started doing. Do you want to know in the order bump?
Oh yeah, absolutely. What's working for you?
So what we do is that we say, yes, I want Midi melody bundle, okay, product name, plus free pack, free something, okay? Just the fact that it's a free plus free makes it convert better for some reason. And my guess is that people are seeing the free and they're just checking the order bump, not realizing it costs $17. Make sure on the red here, it says one time $17. You're getting product XYZ plus a free product that does XYZ. So we do say that on the description, but I wonder how many people just check in. And that actually improved our conversion rate. It was converting around 20-30%, and we convert now at 60-70%. So that like tripled the conversion rate, to be honest, in the order.
That is insane. I mean, but yes, it could definitely be that people are seeing the free and aren't even paying attention to it, but also just from an offer positioning standpoint, gift with purchase is huge, especially in like the general, like just product e-com space as well. So adding that in is extremely helpful just from the value, the perceived value that someone is getting. So I can see that that is likely another component of why that's performing.
Yeah. I'll tell you that it started working so well that we started doing free in everything. What I mean by everything is that you buy, again, the product, the book, right? You get free gift, like the bonus, the free gift, right? Upsell has a free mystery gift. So you have upsell product, but we also have a free mystery gift. So there's a black box, packed completely mock-up. It's a free gift, so you don't know. We're doing the same thing in upsell number 2 as well. It just started working so well. Like whenever we put a free gift, and you don't want to tell them what the free gift is. And that's the other part, is that if you keep it hidden, or you can reveal a little bit, but it works even if you don't tell them anything, which is the other best part. So if you are thinking if you should do a free gift or not, I say you better do it because it has only helped us. So that's interesting. So I bought this product already. We're going to go to upsell number 1. Before we move on to upsell number 1, is there anything you want to comment on the order page?
From an improvement standpoint, I mean, it's likely it's already converting well, but I like how they carried over the social proof again of those people that are actually buying. It would be likely stronger to add some additional video testimonials. If you look at all the way at the end, it's still just photos all over again, which works, but adding some more video in there would be nice. And then from a mobile standpoint, I know we're not on our phones, but I'd be curious if they had Apple Pay as a checkout option just to get through the funnel a little bit quicker.
Yeah. One thing that I noticed different was that on mobile, there is only one testimonial, but on desktop, there's like multiple testimonial. So that was interesting to see a difference. The other thing that I see difference is that, I don't think you need this many text for 3 order bump. Like how much I have to scroll through this. I'm sure it is hurting the conversion a lot. And it pains me to see this. It pains me. If they could have a different version, you can have 3 order bump, but just like have 2 lines. It does all the work you need, to be honest. Yeah. And it will improve your conversion rate. So this is upsell number 1, James, and this is how it looks like. As you can see, typical upsell number 1, some more audio demos, the bundle, what you're going to get, and then the price. Interesting. They are saying it's free for free. Interesting. Rebills at $27 per month. Okay, so this is a membership, and that's what it looks like. So what do you think, James? First upsell, this is upsell number 1 as a membership, which is for free. After 7 days, they're going to charge you $27. What's your thoughts?
I mean, the likelihood of someone going through and testing all of those in 7 days, 1, is not likely, but 2, it's so small of a call out that people aren't going to know they're going to get charged in 7 days, which I could see that leading to an extremely high refund rate or churn rate. and having people either refund the entire thing, even the $7 one, because they're just have a bad taste in their mouth, or you're just going to get a lot of customer service complaints just on this specifically. So I don't like that they're hiding that. It should definitely be upfront and center so people can make the decision like, do they want that or not?
I don't like it as well, to be honest. This is very tacky. This is very direct response. This makes it look like they're just trying to make more money and not tell the customer directly. I mean, look at the for free button. Like it's like for free is like this big thing, and then rebills at $27 is just tiny. This is like a fine print, right? Like they don't want you to see after 7 days. Also, I don't like the idea that's free right now. When it's free, you don't know how much money they have extra or not. Now you do know they paid $7. They have some money, but you don't know how much extra. This also causes a lot of failed payments. So that's other issue, because this is the reason why people do $1 trial, $1 trial for the 14 days. And then after that, because you want to make sure they have money. I guess they did buy front end, so I guess it is kind of fine, but I personally don't like free. The second one is, this is upsell number one. Membership is the hardest thing to convert, to be honest. It is just the hardest thing to convert, knowing that if they had something else, because we have tested membership, and when we had membership, it was like 3 to 5% conversion rate. But when we added something else, one-time product, 40% conversion rate. I'm like, what the hell?
Crazy.
Like, so much money we're losing. And this is a front-end funnel. This is a funnel that we need to scale, that we need to get more customers. So
what do you think that comes down to? Do you believe that that's like a commitment issue from the user because they're just getting to know, like, and trust you? They've just bought the front end. I mean, their energy should be high. Like, it's likely you would want to pull them through as enough upsells as possible before that buyer fatigue kicks in. But what do you think is the difference with the membership specifically? Is it just inability to paint that long-term picture? Is it identity? I
think it's really the uncertainty that people don't know how long they're going to be kept charging, right? Yeah. And it's hard to say, to be honest, because as a offer owner, I'm always thinking like, it's only $27 per month. They should take it, right? But for some reason, there's a lot of resistance. I don't know exactly why, to be honest, but I just know the fact that there is a lot of resistance, and it is one of the hardest things that you can sell is the membership. For some reason. Can you guess, James, why do you think that is?
Yeah, I mean, I really do think it's part of the whole commitment aspect, especially when you have a front end that's so low at $7. That's someone dipping their toes in and just saying, does this actually work? Like it's worth the risk because it's such a low cost. But if they're immediately hit with, hey, you just took this tiny risk, now jump all the way in and it's $27, that to me seems like there is just going to be friction in the buyer journey. I could see maybe a membership working better if there is a higher front end, let's say maybe $197 to $497, and then they get a membership to some sort of recurring service that goes with that front end. That to me makes more sense because that's more connected. For this, it's like they're already getting 1,200 midis on the front end for $7. Why would they want to get rebilled for additional midis? It doesn't really make too much sense to me.
Got it. Yeah, let's go to the sales page. How many MIDI was it? So they bought 1,200 plus drag and drop MIDI files, and then the upsell one is 1,000 new unique MIDIs every month. There's a price mismatch, right? Because they bought 1,200 for $7, and now you're telling me I have to pay $27 a month for 1,000.
For 1,000,
like,
yeah.
Like, okay, I get it every month, but it just doesn't make any sense. That you're actually charging more. Like upsells would actually be a discount, not more.
Yeah,
and then it's a membership on top of it.
It just doesn't make a lot of sense. Plus, there's the overconsumption aspect of this too. Like the likelihood of someone getting through those 1,200 midis is very low. So for them to get charged every month on 1,000 new ones when they probably won't even go through the 1,200, like it just, sure, from an offer standpoint, give them as much as they want. From a user standpoint, that's a terrible experience.
Yeah. Anybody analytical will realize this is actually a bad deal. But anybody who's in a rush, which a lot of people are, they'll, this is free, 27, let me just try it. Like, I think many people will not even recognize 27. They'll just like tap yes for free.
Yeah.
I think. Okay. A couple of things that I noticed, look at this mock-up. Like, do you see this box? And then inside the box, do you see this design? I like it, to be honest. It looks interesting. This is not a design that you see every day. This is definitely a unique design. I kind of like it,
It paints a nice picture. I guess when you ask yourself, how could you visualize this? There's so many different ways they could have taken, but having it in a box kind of paints that convenience aspect of it. But it is a little, I don't know, it's a little weird for me personally, but I'm not the target audience.
Yeah, makes sense. Cool. There's audio demos. One of the things that I noticed is that this page doesn't have any testimonials. I don't think you need testimonials in the upsells. To be honest, I think I'm completely against it. I have not tested it, but I can tell you for many upsells that I've seen, you don't need testimonials in the upsells, to be honest. Once they bought the product, they believe in you enough. You don't need to keep saying that you have more testimonial. You can just tell them about another product you have and then get them to the second upsell or third upsell faster. That is probably more efficient than trying to like prove why this is worth it with testimonials. So that's It's interesting, to be honest.
That one I do agree with. You already got the mind share. You already isolated their attention. Just keep them going instead of adding friction points. Like less is more here. So totally aligned with that.
Great. Everything else on this page looks fine. Don't like the logo once again, but let's refresh this. One other thing that I saw is the exit pop-up, and this one's interesting. I wanted to show it because you have to checkbox. You're about to leave, okay? Then the exit pop-up comes up, and then you have to checkbox saying, I understand this is my only chance to try Unison Midi box for free, and I'm going to pass this offer. I decline this opportunity. That's what you have to checkbox. Like, if I'm leaving, then I can just leave. Like, I don't need to checkbox to leave. You know what I mean? Like, it's just a psychological thing. What do you think, James?
I mean, again, I like it, but the offer is the part that I'm just iffy on. Like, yes, it's your only chance to get it for free, but it's not free. 7 days they're going to get slammed with the $27 charge, and they still make it extremely tiny. Like, just look at the size of the button compared to the subtext. Like, they're banking on people not seeing that there's a cost, which is predatory, really. So I like the psychology. I'd give an A+. The ethics.
Hey, let me tell you one thing. Most direct response marketer are not ethical.
Oh yeah. It's the nature of the game.
And there is ethical ways to do things, right? There is definitely ethical ways to do things, but this is definitely not something I would promote. Definitely not this way.
Not at all.
I mean, the thing is that you're going to hit with failed payments, you're going to hit with refund, you're going to hit with chargeback. It's just not worth it. Like, it's just not worth it, to be honest.
No. And it's weight that feels heavy. Like, you're already going after a low ticket customer that may not have a lot of money to begin with. And then you're just essentially blowing up your process by giving them a reason to lash out.
Yeah.
In the name of, $34.
So let's go to upsell number 2. When you say decline, this is where you get to, and this is what the upsell number 2 looks like. It says, welcome to Unison. This page doesn't look like upsell, to be honest, because it says, welcome to Unison. It doesn't talk about the product. I was here in this page, so now there is this thing. But when you come into this page, there's only a video and there's only welcome to Unison. Like, the button only came after like 2-3 minutes of you watching the video, basically. That was interesting. But many people will think like this is actually a thank you page, kind of like, oh, they're welcoming me. But this is actually an upsell. So you have to watch a video. And then that's a upsell number 2 once again. So this is the upsell number 2. I do like their tactic. Upsell is kind of disguised. So that sounds good. This is the page. And what is the product? Unison famous Midi code bundle for $67. I get 900 exclusive drag and drop chord progressions from the biggest hit songs of all time. Okay, what do you think, James?
I mean, it's just funny to me, the aspect of they're just giving more midis. Like, there could be some additional ways to really like boost this up. Maybe there's a session with somebody that was a famous producer, like get some behind the scenes aspect to help just increase the perceived value of this. Because again, they're getting 1,200 midis on the front end for $7. We now went through upsell 1, which was an extra 1,000 for $27 a month, but now it's 900 for $67. And I think the only thing this really goes off is the biggest hit songs of all time.
Yes,
that's huge. I think that's probably the best sticking point here, and maybe the best differentiator here. But it's also like, at the end of the day, you're just getting more midis.
Yeah,
but maybe that's not a bad thing. But
definitely interesting. So this is the upsell page. There's definitely, personally don't feel like it was a good deal because I just bought 1,200 midis for $7, and now biggest hit songs of all time. I guess that's fine, but you're also like, using the other people's sound, kind of, right? I guess I don't know where the copyright goes in there, to be honest, because if your song sounds very similar to some other Katy Perry or Taylor Swift, then maybe there's some problems. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, which, I mean, sampling occurs in the industry a lot already, so it's like, how exclusive are these sounds? If someone could just pull them, like a good producer can likely pull it and sample it from a song anyway. But I mean, they do have a quote where they say it's, I think, uncopyrightable, or it can't be copyrighted.
Yeah.
So they hit that objection, which is nice. I honestly like this flow of the upsell better than the last one we just looked at for the reasons you listed. Like, it looks like you're on a thank you page. And so naturally, like, the sales fatigue goes down a bit, and then you get hit with another offer, which does try to do a good job of differentiating. So I do like this.
Great. So if I say no thanks, that takes me to the actual thank you page. And then they have a group that you can join with a click of a button that takes you to the group. Okay, great.
That I love.
Okay. This is nice. So if you like this video that I did with James and breaking down the funnel with the sales page, order page, upsells, everything, then you may also like other videos that I have in my channel as well. Let us know in the comment, what do you think? Let us know how we can improve, and I'll see you on the next video.